Well, hi, Rose. It's so good to be with you today. I'm so excited to start your transformation journey together.
Yay. Thank you, Rebecca. So am I. I just think it's gonna be awesome. I know it. So I cannot
Yes.
wait.
Well, we went through your intake form
Mhm.
and it was so fun to go through. You basically were like, everything's awesome and
Yes.
it can only get awesomer, which I love.
Totally.
Um,
Yeah.
it did seem there was like maybe some possibility of a career shift if that were to arise. Um,
Yes. Yeah.
and I don't know if you want to speak more about that or if you
Yeah.
have an intention already.
So I don't know if it's career shift, but at least it's a job, at least a job change. So as I look at my career, I think that I have one more job change, when I'm working for someone else until perhaps I do something that is completely different where I'm not going to work for someone. In my current job, it's unfortunately what I call a dead end
Okay.
because my current boss, he doesn't really promote anyone from the position that I am in. He has six people that reports directly to him. We all at the same title. I was the last one hired 4 years ago. The person before me was like 7 years before, and none of those people have been promoted. So the possibility of me being promoted is not high. And you might ask, well, why do you want to be promoted? If I am working, I have to work towards something or sort of to remain motivated for work. And so I'm not satisfied, kind of like, oh, here I am at this stage and I'll just stay here forever. So for me, that's why I want the next level in my career, to get that next position. And then after that, I can decide what I want to do afterwards. So for me, there's that. The other part that I think that we can talk about today and work on is I'm at the stage in my life where like so many people are. I have like people my age who've died and that I grew up and knew, and it's just kind of really interesting and strange. And I say interesting and strange because the concept of getting older and life ending and transitioning, it's it's a little bit of a challenge because on the one hand, I know from bioquantum community that we know that age, that the part of you that never dies, right, that never ends. And on the other hand, I'm like, that seems like a good concept and I kind of like that. And on the other hand, I'm like, do I want to be around in this form forever? What? Maybe
Right.
this should end at some point. And kind of like the adjustment to that. So that's one thing, like just adjusting. Like this is the thing I don't know if people generally go through as you get older. We have to adjust mentally. Like how do you adjust to that and kind of be okay with it? But so yeah, so that challenge of like navigating this stage of life with all of the kind of other things that's going on. So there's those things, and related to that, like the friendships and the relationships that I build, like um kind of thinking about that as well. Like, how much investment do I put into those? I sort of have to decide it's okay if that relationship doesn't work out. It's okay if that changes in a way that is different, and that's fine. Move on and just be open to whatever else comes. So I know those are like three big things, like
Yeah.
personal relationship, all of those, my career, and just about this sort of existing in the particular period in my life and kind of navigating um people that are that I know dying. That's been a challenge for me.
Right. I feel like the larger theme that kind of ties all of these together is just a sense of almost clarity and like groundedness. It sounds like you have a sense that there is this period of transition happening right now.
Yes,
And it's
correct.
happening
Yes.
on various levels, both internally, externally, career, relationships, just kind of a transition of life.
Yes, yes.
And I think too, Rose, that as a collective, we're feeling this, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
we sense that things are shifting in a way that they've literally never shifted before in
Yes,
evolution. And it's very like
yes,
destabilizing almost because
yes,
it's
yes.
like what you were saying, like, okay, I love this idea of our biology shifting, of
Mm-hmm.
the kind of time we spend on Earth
Mm-hmm.
shift. But at the same time, I have my current biology and
Yes,
limitations
yes,
in that, and I don't know what the next is. And so it's kind of this feeling of like a foot in two worlds a little bit. And
yes, yes,
it's like,
yes.
how do I navigate that? Because the world we're moving into, I mean, whenever it's change, right? There's the uncertainty and there's the unknown aspect to it. But this is like the biggest unknown and uncertain of like certainly our,
Yeah,
I think like
yes.
human evolution
Human
almost.
evolution, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with you. I think, Rebecca, that captures it perfectly. It's like I feel I'm on the precipice, right?
Mhm.
And it's very disorienting, like you said,
Yeah.
like unsettling, but it's disorienting, not really knowing. I, because of all the work we've done, I trust, yet you know, I trust that it will be okay. But it's nonetheless still disorienting.
Yeah.
And I feel that I need the support just to navigate it, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So if we could put this into a clear intention, kind of what's coming to mind for me, like I don't know, I don't want to put words into your mouth, but gosh, it's almost like I need more clarity. Like I need my intuition dialed up. I need to
Hmm.
know sort of at a little bit of a higher, more concrete, like tangible level, like what my next steps are. If I'm being called to
Yes.
move, like make it
Yes.
loud. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes. 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 Yes.
And
Yeah.
if I'm feeling like a little bit destabilized, like can that support come in a level that's even more than it has been before? To make this transition one where I feel so at one with my divine
Yeah.
purpose, where I feel
Yeah.
supported, where I feel led, just kind of like
Hmm.
turning up the volume on all of that.
Yeah.
Does that
Yeah.
sound like right?
Yeah. It's spot on.
And the
It's really
reason
spot on.
I
Hmm.
feel like I can say that too is because I like that's so personal to me because I'm in a very similar spot, and it
Hmm.
feels like too, like I don't know if you've had this experience, but like
Hmm.
my experience of my intuition is like shifting. And so because
Yes.
I don't have the old pathways,
Hmm.
it feels like, well, is it still there, And it's like when it
Yes.
comes in, it's stronger, it's more precise, it's clearer. But it's like it being in that shift is kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, I agree. There are some times where it's super clear, and I ask for that, right? Just as you had mentioned there, I ask for an answer, and I ask for it like, with full clarity, like blare the horns, right? So that there's no confusion.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
that one will be okay because I will know. But others, like you said, it's not always at that level. And so yeah, it's becoming, is that adjustment of like, so is this my intuition telling me this, or is this something else? That uncertainty of of the
Yeah.
listening and knowing that, yeah, that has changed.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing. So I feel like let's have your intention, and when we get into the process, I'm going to have you state it, and if we need to clarify it a little bit more, we can. But
Okay.
it feels to me like something along the lines of I just want to dial up my connection with the divine. I want to dial up my ability to hear with clarity or know or feel with clarity. And I want to
Yes.
dial up that sense of support and groundedness and alignment,
Yes.
because
Yes.
it is so uncomfortable in this period of transition. I'm willing to make the transition. I know we're there, and I'm ready to
Yes.
take the leap, but
Yes.
dial up that like inner sense of being supported or outer sense of being
I've
supported.
been supported. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
I feel like we can ask for that too, right? Because
Yes.
God,
Yeah.
doesn't it
hmm
help when the external
Yes.
is mirroring the
Is yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, that when we see that reflection, it's just like, ah, right. It is kind of like, ah, you take the breath and oh, it's okay. Everything is how it should be, you know? Yeah.
Yep.
So I agree. Either or both, right? Like where
That's right.
I'm
Yeah.
open to those two things. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
let's do that. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know Jules has said, because this is such a period of transition, because we as light workers, showers are being asked to do so much, like we can ask for what we
Yes.
need. So I
Yeah.
feel like let's make this intention
Yeah.
as big as you want.
Yes. Yes.
Ask for the support, ask
Yes.
for uh, if I and I think, in moving forward, we're going to obviously do the clearing, we're going to do all of this, we're going to
Mm-hmm.
get this new frequency installed, and
Mm-hmm.
then I think, Rose, it'll just be a matter of you asking, when
Yes.
you
Yeah.
need it, those moments.
Yes. Yeah.
um
Yeah.
and
Yes. And I can do that. I can do that, Rebecca.
yeah,
I can.
I know you can.
I can ask. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited too because, as you know, having gone through practitioner, we were in practitioner together. And
Yes. Yes.
every time you do a session as the practitioner, you benefit just as much as the
Well,
person
yeah.
receiving the session. And I'm
Yes.
so excited about this because I need this too. So,
Okay.
we'll
Awesome.
both
We'll do it
really,
together.
we'll
Yes.
both really do it
Yeah.
together. We'll both really benefit
Yes.
from this one.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So,
All right.
let's go ahead and kind of start sinking in and just close your eyes and breathe in that white blue light. And as you're taking a breath in, just see that white blue light as it traces along the top of your brain, down your spinal column. It's going to hit the base of your spine and just form a cloud as it rises up through your heart. And then you can exhale that white blue light out through your mouth. And we're going to just do a couple of those really nice breaths. It's just allowing us to relax. At the same time, it's charging up the spine, feeling that frequency already start to raise in the body. We're going to begin by entering the unified field of the evolution scalar technology. I now open the source field of conscious manifestation. I call in the intelligence of your higher self, your DNA, and the scalar light of creation. I'm going to hold up the evolution scalar technology.
Mhm.
You are the observer. You are the one who chooses. Your awareness is the control qubit that aligns this entire quantum system. So feel yourself becoming still, centered, and present as this technology begins to run through your body. And now, Rose, I'm going to ask you to bring forward a single clear intention that reflects your highest choice for who you are ready to become.
Yeah. Thank you, Rebecca. My intention is to be able to feel, to have my intuition, my frequency, my feeling of groundedness to all be amplified such that, and both internally and externally, such that I can feel supported and grounded in this time of great transition.
I love that. I love that so much. And What are you ready to embody today?
Uh, I'm ready to embody that intention. What I've asked for here is the um, that connection to the divine that is that is amplified. I'm ready to embody that right now, today.
And what pattern, belief, or version of yourself is ready to dissolve or ascend?
Any connection or lingering to fear, to scarcity, to lack, to uh, to illusions about time and space and years and any of those, I'm ready to release them.
Okay, beautiful. This intention is your encoded frequency, your conscious command. It will move through the field and select the dimensional expression aligned with your source self. Now we attune to the dimensional gate holding your new reality. So I'm gonna go quiet here for a minute, Rose, and I'm gonna start scanning,
Okay.
entering that master cell in your pineal gland. I'm telepathically bringing in the loo to start illuminating anything that's ready to be cleared, anything that's getting in the way of this intention. And the life category I'm getting is actually that category of life and death, that primal programming that makes us want to hold on, that fear of suffering. If I fully let go and cease, or if I fully let go and surrender to the unknown, there is a part of me, right, that will cease to exist. And it's that smaller part that likes to be in control. Yeah, I'm getting, and it's faint. And I know you've done so much work already, but it's those programs around both I have to do it all myself and I'm unsupported, but also if I do it all myself, then I know I have maximum control. So that kind of that fierce independence
Yeah. Yeah.
that allows you to have sort of maximum control over outcomes, over results. If I fail, it's that sense of will and determination. And I said, if I fail, and I got this sense of, I'm not going to fail. And
Indeed.
it's so amazing because that is gosh, it's that double-edged sword because it's that strength of will and that perseverance that also gives you the spiritual discipline, right? To do the hard stuff in this work. But I'm getting the sense that there is a program here to be released around that sense of efforting, around that sense um of control and of just pushing through.
It's 100%. 100%. Rebecca.
I, I
100%.
I feel
Yes.
like the other side of that, Rose, because I can just feel what's coming in is such a sense of, and I'm getting just chills on this. It's just such a sense of the exact support you're asking for. And it feels like a sense of ease and effortlessness beyond anything that you've experienced. And it's like the divine is like, Rose, I'm so ready to support you. And let's go. Let's make this final, not final transition, but this big transition. And there is a big transition here, but it's like this is gonna it's going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
part of the way it's going to blow your mind is in the level of ease and support and flow and effortlessness that is just like ready to just start flowing in. Um, and so we're going to clear out all of that old programming of being in control, all of that old programming of willpower and determination and force that has served us so well and has gotten us to where we are,
Mhm.
but we can release it for something even better.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, okay. So, so can you, while we're in this space just for 1 second
Mm.
um with the clearing, is there a timeline and a event, an emotion, anything that's kind of coming up for you that this is connected to? Just so,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
share on
this
this.
it's connected to my childhood. Like my earliest memory is of having to be independent and having to take care and do it on my own because I didn't feel that I had this. So like as a child, my mom, as I said in the intro, as a teenage mom, and that didn't mean anything to me while I was a child, but I think just that experience for her is was kind of like pushing off uh, the okay, the way that I express it now, I feel that my mom is like a distant aunt or cousin, rather it's so that I was, just didn't have that kind of support and embrace, that as a child that you would. And so knowing that as that 5 or 3 year old, however old I was, I kind of like knew that I needed to be independent.
Oh, yes. I mean, gosh, that makes perfect sense. I can really feel that. Gosh, that determination, and there's aspects of it that are so positive, right? Because it's that
Hmm.
resilience and that, I'm not going to be defeated and it doesn't
Hmm.
matter the circumstances and I'm going
Hmm.
through this. But on the other hand, there's
Hmm.
this sense of almost grief
Yeah.
and sadness of having to do it alone and feeling
Yeah.
like, okay, well, it's me against the world here. And and that's the piece that we're gonna clear.
Okay.
Um, is that independence without without the support and without the flow and the ease and the grace that comes in when you can have just that overwhelming sense of being supported by the divine.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just take a deep breath. Everything that we just spoke is now going to be our access. It's our portal through which the energy we're creating is going to collapse into form. Um, we're sending your encoded vibration into that point of collapse. And I'm going to bring in the Lu symbol and I'm going to have you gaze at this. As you know, this technology is working on a quantum level to clear the cells. And when you're ready, you can shut your eyes. We're going to allow that symbol to move into your pineal gland in the center of your brain, into your master cell. The cell works on every cell of your body, and we're going to allow that symbol to spin. And we're activating that loop field where all these looping vibrations, we've already illuminated them, we've seen them, we've had the conscious experience of what's ready to be cleared. And we're just going to say that all energies not aligned with your intention are now released. And you can feel this release as a quantum gate shifts the vibration of your body, your mind, and your field.
Yeah, it feels like waves.
I can really, really feel that. Um, and the ascension of your cells has begun. Your field is no longer repeating the past. So we're going to bring in the ska. And whenever you're ready, you can shut your eyes, feel this symbol move into your pineal gland, into that master cell. This is going to bring all of those cells into 0 point. Everything we've just cleared has been released, and this symbol is beginning to hold that master cell, which is communicating to all the cells of your body. It's holding that cell in 0 point, and it's allowing all parts of you to stabilize at that 0 point frequency. You may feel your nervous system adjusting as coherence is forming. The quantum field is harmonizing with your intention. Everything's beginning to stabilize around that new frequency. And now I'm going to bring in the 33. And whenever you're ready, you can shut your eyes and allow the symbol to move into the pineal gland. This is the final key. We're awakening your source-coded identity. And I'm going to have you repeat after me. And we're going to start channeling your divine blueprint here.
Yes.
I am now the frequency I have chosen.
I am now the frequency I have chosen.
I no longer reflect programming, I reflect source.
I no longer reflect programming, I reflect source.
And with that statement, with this symbol, your DNA is no longer broadcasting limitation. It is broadcasting presence. You are no longer choosing from fear. You are transmitting from your divine design. Your intention has been received, stabilized, and activated through the quantum mechanics of your divine technology. And I want you to visualize a triangle pointing up. And this is going to be the outward force of your DNA. This is projecting your intention into the source field.
Okay.
And you're also going to see a triangle pointing down.
Okay.
And this is your receptive quantum awareness. And this is receiving that source frequency beyond what is seen. And it's not only restructuring your awareness, restructuring your biology, restructuring your nervous system, but it's also restructuring your reality to hold the particles in the source frequency of your intention. And so sometimes, as you know, consciousness can be the last thing to catch up.
Yes.
And so we're going to merge these two frequencies of both the broadcasting of the intention and the receiving of that source transmission as it restructures your entire field in alignment with this intention in your highest timeline. And I'm going to give you something else to repeat. I unify my inner and outer frequencies. I am the source field.
I unify my inner and outer frequencies. I am the source field.
Your DNA is now in superposition. You are held in all possibility. All possibilities are open. Your consciousness is now gently held in the frequency of your intention. Your cells know and embody the shift as a state of intelligence. The particles of your body hold the reality of your intention in the highest timeline. So, Rose, this is where we're going to install a new I am statement.
Okay.
This has all already been done. But this I am statement is going to help your consciousness to anchor this new identity. It's going to help you connect to this intention when you need that support that we were talking about. And the I am statement that's coming to me
Mhm.
is I am my high self.
I am my high self.
And I'm also getting I trust and flow. The divine has my back.
I trust and flow. The divine has my back. I
How
am
do
my higher
those
self. They
how do
sound
those
perfect.
do they feel good?
um, yeah, I love the I am my higher self. And both of them actually are appropriate. Um, and I trust and tell me the second one. I trust and flow. The divine has my back. Is that the
Yeah,
second one? Okay.
it is. And I'm getting almost that like that that you can use these, obviously you can use both of them together, but
Mm-hmm.
that I am my high self is almost
Yes.
that divine
Yes.
authority. And then I trust and
Yes.
flow, the divine has my back is almost that, okay, now
Yes.
this is surrender and
Yes.
myself be supported. Um,
Yes.
and so it's so interesting because it's like, gosh, that first that first fierce independence that we were clearing that came from a place of control is like been transmuted into this place of divine authority. So
Yes.
it's like that confidence, but it's coming from source and it's allowing that
Yes.
to speak through you.
Yeah.
Um, and then there's also the softening into the ease and the softening into the allowing and the softening into the it can be effortless and I can be supported. And so both of these things are happening and they feel, it's like that paradox, right? Because
Yeah.
you're both.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and
It's
so
almost like edges
yeah,
are softening, right? So it's
yeah,
like when you're speaking, I just see the as you'd mentioned, a cloud, but like uh, almost like I guess cloud, but like something that blurs lines and soften edges and just kind of uh remove boundaries, I guess, almost kind of the what's coming to
yeah,
me. Yeah, but it's very light.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel the same way. And it was like
Mhm.
when we were
Yeah.
going through the clearing,
Yeah.
when we got to that final the 33, it was like
Yes.
the nervous system was fully relaxed, but also
Yes.
cells were so charged up and energized.
Yeah.
So it's like this divine authority allows that independence and that sense of I cannot fail to
Mm-hmm.
be accessed and transmuted and like transmitted in this new way that's just going to feel
Yes.
it's going to feel so good and it's going to feel so so energized and so supported and like it can kind of move and flow in a way that maybe that old sense of independence didn't feel.
Yeah. No, 1000%. You're just putting into words what, you know how you said the consciousness takes a while to catch up with it? What I kind of know and feel, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Um,
awesome.
and
Yeah.
I love that we asked for I love that part of the intention was like, I want to feel the support, obviously. I want to know.
Mm.
Um, but I want to see in my reality.
Yeah.
I want to start seeing these shifts.
Oh,
And
all right.
we went longer than I was anticipating, Rose. And part of it was it felt so good.
It did, right? It did. And I was oblivious to time. Oh, yeah. see, you know how we, Rebecca, as we talked about, like, the external also, and my two little fave baby attorneys who had the room were just the best, because they're like a good support. So they just showed up, and it's like ease free. It could have been anyone who showed up and would have been like maybe upset, but look at that, like right there, it's like the best two people who could have shown up to, after this. Yeah.
I so I seriously got chills, and I know because we talked about it kind of throughout the clearing, like
Yeah.
what helps so much is for the mind, right? Is like, okay, I experienced that shift, so reflecting
Hmm.
um on what it felt like, right?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
the process, and to say I know something shifted. I know I'm in this higher
Yes.
line now. But
Hmm.
also when you see the evidence to
Yeah.
take it
Yeah.
as evidence and
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
this is my evidence that this is shifting. And I feel like
Yes.
that
Yeah.
just helps accelerate the process for the mind,
Yeah.
who needs to be the last to catch up.
To
Um,
catch up. Yeah. Yeah. No,
to be
but yeah. So this has been so great. Like I feel, almost like Jules said, like the particle shift. Like I
Mhm.
feel after the clearing and this, which is really an upgrade.
Yeah,
Um, I feel the reorganization of the particles, and it's like, I could, like tingly. The shift is what I'm saying. Like I really feel it on a almost on a physical level, because it's like tingly throughout my body. Yeah. so it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. And yeah.
that was so cool, Rose, too, because I've done a lot of DQ sessions, but I've never seen quite what I like experienced in yours, which was
Mm.
it was almost like, yes, we are clearing, but it's really like we're transmuting this energy. Like
Yes.
we're taking
Yes.
the positive aspects of it, we're clearing out its
Yes.
negatives, and
Yes.
you're just gonna have this and be able to experience it in the same way. Or in a
Yes. Yeah.
be able to
In a
experience.
different way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is super amazing, and I love that you captured that way early, that I didn't have to. It's almost like something Jules has mentioned to us too, is just that you have the same experience from a different, right? It's
Right.
not that that was bad for me to be self preserving and that's okay, but it's now be that way
Yes.
from the different, yeah, and that from a different sort of vibration, right? And I feel like, to me, that's what I'm super excited about, to see that,
Yeah.
because because once we've taken away the sort of the programming
Yeah.
around it, it's freeing. And I feel that groundedness, I'm
Yeah.
already feeling it, you
Oh,
know?
it's and
Already feeling it.
it was like it was such a faint program, and it really felt
Yeah,
this is gonna be it's gonna be kind of in some ways a micro shift because
yeah,
you already are holding such a high frequency, but I get the sense that it's gonna be one of those shifts where it's like, okay, nothing has changed, but everything has changed because
yes,
now
yes,
I feel so
yeah,
supported. I mean, I really just
yes,
that's the word is like that
yeah,
divine support. So even when you are in that place of the embodiment of that divine authority, it's
mhm,
so backed by
yes,
support.
yes,
I'm not
yes,
this alone anymore. I'm not doing this
yes,
myself anymore. I'm
yes,
doing this with the
yeah,
possible being made possible.
yes, yes, yeah, yeah. It's what true, so true. I feel it, and I'm excited to go live it and go experience it. And really, you were so amazing. I mean, from the connection telepathically, when you, because I, just so you know, I felt it.
Yeah.
um I think it's not, so I'm receptive, but also you are talented, right? So
Well,
it's a two-way kind of thing for it to work so like we were one. Like it was just it was yeah, we were held.
It was
And I really felt it. So thank you for that experience,
It was
Rebecca.
such a pleasure and an honor. And I have to tell you too that I did run a frequency map for you.
Yes.
And I think Jules is going to maybe talk to you about it in more in
Okay.
depth with her
Okay.
part. The only thing
Okay.
I'm going to send you, I'll send you the
Uh-huh.
email with the frequency map so you can read it and look at it.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
have to tell you that your avatar, your final,
Mm-hmm.
number, which I feel like just fits so perfectly, was the 22. So the
Oh,
master creator is what you're
yeah.
into, which is that ultimate sense of flow, being the creator and the creation at
Yes.
the same time.
Yes. Yay.
So that's
Mm-hmm.
like that's I feel like just the perfect avatar for everything that we talked about.
That we talked about today, and I didn't even know beforehand. That's how beautiful this stuff is. Oh
It's
my
so
gosh, so
amazing.
powerful, right?
It's so amazing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just, yeah, I sat with it and I said, I don't even know what Rose's intention is, but I know that the
Yeah.
frequency map is going to come through. Um,
Yes.
and I love that 22 avatar. I mean, I know the whole thing is going to
Yes.
be perfect, but I just had to at least tell you that much right now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's so good. It's so good.
Well,
I
I
will.
am
Yeah.
so excited for you, Rose. I just, gosh, that was so powerful for me.
Me
So
too.
powerful for me. And I'm so excited to see how this starts manifesting for you.
Yes. Me too. And I'm very grateful for you, Rebecca. Like I said, you were the channel, and I am grateful for this. It's such a gift. Thank you for giving it to me.
Well, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your transformation. And I just I we have that special connection too because I used to be an attorney, so
Yes.
I know exactly I just know exactly what that feels like. And
Yes.
so I appreciate so much you bringing all of this forward today because it's just going to help me move forward with my next as well. And so
Yeah. Yay.
perfect. Couldn't have been more perfect.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you again. And have a awesome rest of the day.
Okay, thank you so much,
Okay. All
Rose.
right.
Bye.
Bye.